station, feeding the homeless, and yes, we are in the community. It's Vino Entertainment TV. Vino, 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 Vino. Please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. Please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. Firearm, domestic violence, molestation, feeding the homeless, and yes, we are in the community. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. V-N-O. V-I-N-O. Vino. 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 Firearm, domestic violence, molestation, feeding the homeless, and yes, we are in the community. It's Vino. It's Vino. V-I-N-O. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's Vino. It's Vino. 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 Welcome, welcome, welcome. Vino Entertainment TV. What's really going on, my people? Well. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Blessing to one, blessings for all. Hey. Of course, Vino Entertainment TV is based on firearm violence, domestic violence, being violated, and we do feed the unfortunate. Vino Entertainment TV is always in the community, hanging out, having fun, enjoying the people, because guess what? Purpose is a people person. Yeah. What a beautiful time it is. We all live in this big old crazy nation. Things going wild. People going out there rockers. They just making up all kind of different kind of titles for different kind of crazy stuff that's going on in the world. And man, I don't know, it's coming to an end, and everything's being repeated, it's like a repeated cycle that we are on, and it's like what happened in the 50s and 40s and 30s and 20s, it's all coming back to light. It's all coming back around, Look at the protests, the violence that we got, firearm violence, the domestic violence, people taking things that's not theirs, that being violated, people being hungry. Look at those things. Check it out. We've been in a repeated cycle that we have been through already. And my thing is, who want to go through that all over again? I don't want to go through that all over again. My mother's parents went through that. I don't want to. Do you? Of course not. Either do you. Today we're going to do a little bit of Black history. Ain't going to be long, but I'm going to be just a little bit strong, A lot of things haven't been coming out, and now, it's coming out, like I said, in things of today. So let's get into the little bit about
parents there claiming toddlers were dressed up in blackface, and that it was actually done for Black History Month. NBC's Stephen Romo has more on the stirring controversy and the response just in from the daycare's owner. We want to warn you, some of the images you may find disturbing.
Tonight, parents outraged at a Miami daycare after toddlers were allegedly seen in blackface for a Black History Month celebration. One mother telling NBC South Florida she got a call from a fellow parent.
She's like, you won't believe the photos that were sent to me from this classroom.
WTVJ reporting the pictures shared over the school's messaging app appear to show the children in costumes with their faces painted black.
I was angry that somehow that fell through the crack, and like I said, I wasn't sure how this came about and who decided to do this, but it seemed like it was multiple failures on the school's part.
Courtney Politis says she contacted the daycare's owner.
When I sent it to the owner director, it was like, I'm sorry, with a question mark. I don't understand what's racist. We don't use those words. was her response to me. And the first response is the real response.
Paulides says the teacher apologized to her and told her painting the children's faces is a cultural tradition in her country of Argentina.
It's not an accident. You know better than especially being an educator.
After the incident, the couple decided to pull their children out of that daycare. What do you make of the claim that this may be just more appropriate or just different altogether in a country like Argentina?
I mean, it's absolutely not appropriate, right? It is inspired, it is an imitation of U.S. minstrelsy.
The racist history of blackface in the United States is well documented, but the offensive practice persists. Philadelphia's Mummers Parade on New Year's Day has for years included some participants in blackface.
I talked to black people. They told me, what are you talking about? You can wear whatever you want. That ain't
until 2020, when those offenders were tossed out of the parade by the mayor. And last year, there was another similar incident with students at a Montessori school in Newton, Massachusetts. A teacher planned and carried out an activity that involved black masks to celebrate Black History Month, according to NBC Boston.
Having children participate in an activity in which they draw black faces is shameful.
That Massachusetts daycare temporarily closed its doors due to rumors of protests, and that staff member was released from her employment, according to a sign posted on that school's window. We asked the owner of the Miami daycare if the educator at the center of this year's incident was still employed there. She declined to comment, but did add, quote, "The truth is going to come out sooner or later."
Stephen Romo joins us now in studio. Steve, this story is pretty wild, obviously. The family that first notified everyone about this, they pulled their child out of the daycare. Are they worried it's going to happen again?
Yeah, it was actually quite a mess for them to pull the child out. The mom said she had to miss a whole week of work. They said they did that. They told NBC South Florida they didn't know what else the school was teaching them.
So, Perk, so what do you think about the blackface? Is it necessary, you think?
That's just a split thing. I don't really look into stuff like that.
Me either.
Colors and all of those types of
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, that's really like a shallow mind, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Just throwing something shallow out there.
That don't too much bother me too much.
It don't really appeal to people like us in a way because our mind is beyond that.
Right. I think so too. And I don't know what that's crazy for her right there about it, But still, if you think it's offensive, and you think it may cost you your job, anything like that, or you think that the parents might find out it may be being video recorded by a so-called employee that works there with you, and they're there to get you in any kind of trouble about it. All it means necessary, and they think their belief is right and what you're doing is wrong. Of course, they're gonna record you and turn it in, but it's not that big of a thing as far as blackface right now. Well, it ain't to me right now, but a lot of people, it is offensive too. And when it's offensive to a lot of people, we have to respect it no matter where we are, work, home, school, anywhere, a private party, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere, period, you know what I mean? And then that's like common sense. It's common sense to me. That's just common sense to me. I don't know about nobody else. But anyway, I just want to know, what y'all think about that and how crazy it was, That's, like I said, they're just me thinking that it's messed up because it's messed up.
Two-time girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that I put aside. All the niggas round me, gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I'm outside in the AMG, right outside, PT. Two-time baby girl, you know me. All the niggas round me, gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I just called a shorty off a Insta. She blew on me, it's a pressure. Where did I I've been living on the edge, you know. I was trying to make it to the end, you know. Certain things just started getting cancer. Make me need that other celebration. I could be remember maybe down the road. Right now, I would rather see my heart run home. Rather see my heart turn crystal. I can't even find a dimension. Right now, I'm just stuck inside the crib on my own. As soon as I feel up, I'm about to pop up on your phone. I'm outside in the empty, right outside, PT. 2 times, baby girl, you know me. All the niggas wrong, gotta watch your line, cause you flying right. 2 times, baby girl, you know me. I'm outside in it. Right outside. 2 times, baby girl, you know me. All the niggas wrong, gotta watch your line, cause you flying right. 2 times, baby girl, you
Hey, but guess what? Everything that goes on in our life is called what? A life lesson. You know what I mean? And that is something that we can't stop. That's why I always say, I'm never too old to learn. You know what I mean? Don't I always say that, perp?
Oh, yeah.
I always say that. But hey, y'all, let me tell y'all about the Jacksonville, Mississippi 1020 bill. You remember that, perp?
Jackson, Mississippi, yeah, about the 1020 bill.
Yeah. Let's see what they got to say about that right now, because it's
is
terrible.
1,000 pages long. Now, critics who believe as a racist colonial power grab to take control of Jackson.
This is Jackson. Do we want this?
No. Rally and local leaders Tuesday, Voice 20.
Just going to be justice. A white man is going to be appointing the judges of the CC that have power over everybody in Hinds County.
The proposal expands these Jackson and process within the CID.
I do Jack City. Never City.
So it is colonization is what it is, right? It is colonization where Jackson, someone else's hey.
From Senatobia, Mississippi, here.
Opponents of the 1,000 plus page constitutional because it takes away power from Alains Rare Public County Courthouse Tuesday, where the senior judge spoke out against the legislation.
The elected judges would be prohibited from handling matters within which we.
In addition to taking away power from local elected judges, the legislation would force Hinds County exclusively within the.
If this bill passes, see you in court.
The head of the already vowed fight to stop 1020 from
the city stands strong fight, and we're going to go to the very end.
And the fight is far from over. Mountain to Trey Lamar, the chair of the House Ways and Means Committee, to get him. He has to say and respond today.
So, Perp, what you think about that? They fighting down there. I didn't think they were going to fight, but they come out the bushes and start fighting, didn't they?
Right, because it's something that's wrong. You know? I mean, if it's totally wrong and ethically wrong, then they're going to fight it.
They come out fighting. I thought they were going to sit back and just watch. Boy, was I wrong. Fight, my sisters and brothers. Y'all got to fight. You get to fight all your life. You get to fight all your life, but we're going to have to fight because this is what it's coming down to.
Got to do a harpo, huh?
Yeah. The 1020 bill, that is a lot of money. Like Perp said once before, I need to come down there because it must be a lot of money down yonder way. Not down there, yonder way. That's how I feel. But it might be on your ballot to vote when it's time to vote. So you all keep an eye on that. And so, you won't be missing out when it's time to vote. Perp always says the laws always change in every city and state. And you got to keep an eye on your laws because you're going to miss out on things. You be like, when they changed that? When? When that happened, they must have made a new law. Now you're looking stupid, you know. Now you're looking crazy. But y'all remember that grocery store mass shooting that they had at the black grocery store? The black grocery store. It was a while back at that black grocery store, but blacks didn't own it, but it was at a black grocery store, you know. And a guy came in and demised a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, Perk? And I don't understand what's going on.
Damn, Jam, this shit a vibe.
Let's go.
Vino!
Let's go.
Vino!
V-I-N-O.
Vino. 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 V-I-N-O.
Yeah, that's that Vino. As always, you know, but you know, let me just say that it's the daytime, you know, business hours, you know, and a little time of life, you know, as we say. But you know, that's what that is. Y'all know how it is in the daytime with a bunch of business people calling and stuff.
Vino. Vino. V-I-N-O. Vino. Vino.
Man, I don't do not disturb and the phone still ring.
Y'all, I'm about to kick Perp ass up in here. If he don't kill that noise, y'all hear me? Why I stop talking just to look at him and see what the hell going on up in here. He gonna tell me cut the phone off, talking noise. It should have been off already, huh? Already. Whatever. I ain't trying to hear that. No, they can't call you on the do not disturb. No, they can't.
But it start ringing.
Only way people call you on do not disturb, I don't think do not disturb until you let the phone ring, bro. Y'all let me know in the chat if the do not disturb let your phone ring.
I ain't finna argue with them.
No, hell no, bro. No, bro. No. Y'all hit the chat and let Perp know. And we're gonna kill this dang on debate up in this camp over here.
It's not a debate.
Yeah, it's a debate with me.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, oh yeah, it's a debate with me. Well, I ain't starting no trouble anyway. You started trouble anyway. Let me get on about my business anyway. Don't start none, won't be none. Exactly. Pew, 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 pew. Hey.
Vino. 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 V-I-N-O.
And he gonna start the thing. He gonna finish a little thing off. I ain't about nothing, y'all. I'm about to whoop this crew, put his ninja up in here.
Get your scrunchie on, let's go.
I got rubber bands on. Don't make no go get no scrunchie. Cause I get my scrunchie. It's on it popping. You hear me? Trust me and believe. But let me talk about this black.
It'll take a little while to get there with the leg.
That's all right. But I'm gonna get there. Trust me. Got the wild crawl mall. I'm gonna get there to get what I need to get to turn that. Yeah. Right. But anyway, Perp ain't talking about nothing, y'all.
In a New York courtroom today as the man responsible for a hate-filled, deadly rampage at a Buffalo supermarket last May learned his fate. The relative of one of his victims lunging towards the gunman who pled guilty to 10 counts of murder last year. Police restraining the man as the murderer was escorted out of the courtroom for a brief time. That man, the brother of 72-year-old Catherine Massey, who was one of 10 black victims shot and killed at a top supermarket last May. Their families still grieving the loss of their loving mothers and fathers, grandfathers and grandmothers and siblings. A small solace, the judge today handing down 10 consecutive life sentences to that gunman. NBC's Rahema Ellis has more on the power.
My brother was one of the victims of this senseless massacre.
In the courtroom, victims' families facing down a convicted racist gunman, showing grace.
Do I hate you? No. Do I want you to die? No.
But also pain.
You have shattered a lot of lives here, sir.
Thank y'all for protecting.
There was anger
I will hurt you.
and rage too overwhelming to bear. This was the moment the sister of 72-year-old Catherine Massey got up to speak.
You don't know a damn thing about black people. We're human. We like our kids to go to good schools. We love our kids. We never go in those neighborhoods and take people out.
Her brother charged at the gunman. Guards quickly subdued him, while Peyton Gendron was ushered out of the courtroom for a few minutes. Massey was a woman devoted to family and community. She wrote about the need for gun safety 1 year before her own life was stolen by gun violence. Gendron, the white supremacist gunman, was convicted of killing 10 people in a hate crime targeting African Americans in a Buffalo supermarket. Today, he apologized.
I did a terrible thing that day. I shot and killed people because they were black.
The judge was not moved.
There is no place for you or your ignorant, hateful, and evil ideologies.
So, Perp, do you think that his apology should be accepted?
No, that's not going to excuse the senseless crime that you committed. I mean, how dare you, the audacity of a person to come up in a courtroom, we already know where he did something real drastic and sit up there and call himself trying to get some sympathy from somebody.
Yeah.
How you going to come try to get some? You didn't show no sympathy for those people you gunned down in that store.
Yeah.
Did he show any sympathy for anybody in there?
No, he didn't show any sympathy for anybody.
Okay, no, but you want to come in here in the courtroom now and try to get some sympathy now.
Yeah, of course it's law you talking to.
Do the math on that, Perp.
I ain't got to, because I know the law you told him to go in there and you have to show sympathy, and you have to be remorseful, and everybody done seen a little TV and know how to go in there and finesse.
Do an Oscar performance.
You dang on right. You hear me, bro? Go in there and finesse a person, and to me, it's dang on near. You got to have a metal detector outside for you can go in the grocery stores or in any stores or anywhere practically. Cause
how to get in there with it.
I don't know. Well, a grocery store easily.
Store, yeah. Still, I mean, just randomly pick a place and just.
He wasn't mad at nobody in the store. He just came to the store, just letting firearm go.
So how could you say you're remorseful then? You just randomly aggressively chose people and started shooting and killing people.
Some of those church people too, and godly people. My God.
So what is there to be more remorseful about? You don't show no remorse.
They said that he was showing remorse.
Get off the gas.
He's sad facing and he's apologetic, and and man, I don't know. I don't believe that was his apology.
And just think if
I wouldn't forgive him either.
Or something in there, and you listening to this, how you gonna take that? The man just killed your relative. Now he in courtroom trying to get some sympathy.
You heard them say that the lady that was speaking a while ago, the last lady that spoke, her brother charged at the little guy, but they let him go because they know how people feelings being their feelings when things happen, Because when my time come around for me to go to court, I might be one of the ones go across that dang on table. My son might be the one to go across the table. One of his little homies might be the one to go across that table. You know what I'm saying? But you can't never say what you want to do at that time of moment. You know what I'm saying? We do crazy things. I mean, crazy things. And man, I'm scared myself. I'm just overwhelmed with so much anxiety and depression and sadness and disappointments and man, too many letdowns and too much word of mouth of promising and being let down on that and lacking, a lot of lacking going on of support and getting out there and doing what we say we're gonna do and do just running our mouths. There's a lot of things that we need to take care of that we're not taking care of. We talk about them. Oh, we talk about them. But do we take care of them? No, we don't. Do we try to do any petitions to take care of them? No, we don't. But some may say, what did the petitions do? They say it do a lot. I don't know. They say petitions work. I don't know. And hey, y'all, we're still praying for those people over there in Turkey over there. There has been, so many people has been lost and some people have been demised and injured, and some women, they even said that they got some people over there that was living in mines. They have nowhere to go. They hiding in schools and stuff. So y'all pray for those individuals out there, y'all, because they having a hard time right now, and I feel so sorry, and I am remorseful because we all are God's children. So that's something that we cannot change.
Girl, I wanna know just what your name is. I'm not trying to hit you with no name shit. That nigga that you with, no, he can't tame it. Let me show you just how big this game is. Yeah. Girl, I wanna know just what your name is. I'm not trying to hit you with no lame shit. And that nigga that you with, no, he can't tame it. Let me show you just how big this game is. When did I ice you out? It's no cloud. How we gon' cruise the world with you here?
Sorry.
Let's pick a destination, we'll be gone, I am. You're gonna be my future and the future's near. You can't hang with me, can't compete with me, or promise to make you a queen. I can show you the world, give it to you, girl. Guarantee that it's not a dream. Girl, I wanna know just what your name is. I'm not trying to hit you with no lame shit. That nigga that you with, no, he can't tame it. Let me show you just how weak this game is. Yeah. Girl, I wanna know just what your name is. I'm not trying to hit you with no lame shit. And that nigga that you with, no, he can't tame it. Let me show you just how weak this game is. Blind about the diamonds he got for you, and how he made these plans for two. He been with you, but we texting hoes. He better with me, and everyone knows. I don't need a lot of please. I'm willing to bend my knees. Just put all your faith in me. I'll give you a life of peace. You a diamond, you a star. You're the only one with my heart. You're the light I need when it's dark. Over you, I will go to war. Girl, I wanna know just what your name is. I'm not trying to hit you with no lame shit. And that nigga that you with, no, he can't take me. Let me show you just how big this game is.
Hey, y'all, that's Lil Zor. Y'all check out Zor over there off of SoundCloud. Y'all know that young man doing his thing.
Yeah, he's a talented young man.
He's very talented. Yeah, he's very talented. He's a real nice young man, don't get into no trouble. He's a hardworking young man, That's one of my son's good friends. That's Vino's good friend, Y'all also check out on Facebook, Vino Entertainment TV, Fight Against Gun Violence and Domestic Violence. You can find Vino Entertainment TV also on Instagram as well as on Zoom.
And check out Perp's playlist. She's so proud of that playlist, y'all. Y'all please go listen to some of those.
Check it out.
See, she crying.
Yeah, y'all check that playlist out. Let Perp know that it is that what that is. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But hey, today it's gonna be a little bit about that Black history. That's why on here when we're interacting about the Black History Month and everything, and that's really, really crazy, and I don't know what to say, but let's see what's really going on right now with our brother with Malcolm X. They said he was a very talented man, and a lot of things went on. So let's hear about this right quick.
Are facing new calls to finally open their records related to the assassination of Malcolm X, shot dead 56 years ago at the Audubon Ballroom in Harlem, February 21st, 1965. This release of a deathbed confession of a former undercover New York police officer who brought New York police and FBI conspiracy. In the confession, the former officer, Raymond Wood, who died last year, admitted he entrapped two members of Malcolm's security team in another crime, a plot to blow up the Statue of Liberty, just days before the assassination. On Saturday, Ray Wood's cousin, Reggie Wood, read the letter at a news conference at the Shabazz Center in Harlem.
It was my assignment to draw the two men into a felonious federal crime so that they could be arrested by the FBI and kept away from managing Malcolm X's Audubon Ballroom door security on February 21st, 1965.
In his letter, Raymond Wood also revealed he was inside the Audubon Ballroom at the time of Malcolm's assassination. At least one other undercover New York police officer, Gene Roberts, also inside after infiltrating the security team of the Organization of Afro-American Unity, the group Malcolm founded after leaving the Nation of Islam. Both officers, Wood and Roberts, were part of the Bureau of Special Services and Investigations, or BOSSI, a secretive political intelligence unit of the NYPD nicknamed the Red Squad. Following Malcolm's assassination, police arrested 3 members of the Nation of Islam for his murder, but questions about the guilt of the men have lingered for decades. In his letter, Raymond Wood openly says one of the men, Thomas Johnson, was innocent and was arrested to, quote, protect my cover and the secrets of the FBI and the NYPD, unquote. Ray Wood's letter echoes claims in recent books by Manning Marable and Les Payne that some of Malcolm's actual assassins were never charged. In a moment, we'll be joined by Raymond Wood's cousin, Reggie Wood, who released his deathbed confession. But first, I want to turn to the words of Malcolm X himself, speaking after his home in Queens was firebombed just a week before his assassination, February 14th, 1965.
A lot of people were against Malcolm X back then. Dang, that's crazy.
And another thing that started the conflict between Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam was behind the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Malcolm X was told not to make any public statements about that because a lot of people love that president, and they didn't want to start conflict behind that. But Malcolm went on public anyway, and he made a statement about that, and that started the conflict between him and the Nation of Islam because he had the famous speech where this is a situation where the chickens come home to roost. That statement made him, put him in beef with the Nation of Islam.
My house was bombed. It was bombed by the Black Muslim movement of Elijah Muhammad. Now they had come around to, they had planned to do it from the front and the back so that I couldn't get out. They covered the front completely, the front door. Then they had come to the back, but instead of getting in directly in the back of the house and throwing it this way, they stood at a 45-degree angle and tossed it at the window, so it glanced and went onto the ground. And the fire hit the window, and it woke up my second oldest baby. But the fire burned on the outside of the house. But had that one gone through that window, it would have fallen on a 6-year-old girl, a 4-year-old girl, and a 2-year-old girl. And I'm going to tell you, if it had done it, I'd taken my rifle and gone after anybody in sight. And I say that because of this. The police know the criminal operation of the Black Muslim movement because they have thoroughly infiltrated it.
Because they have thoroughly infiltrated it.
Ain't that so?
Check it out. What did he say they did? They infiltrated. So the Nation of Islam was infiltrated by people to get Malcolm in it.
They wanted him so bad.
They followed
They
him
gonna
all the
do
way
anything.
across the water when he made the Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca.
Yeah.
They followed him and took pictures of him. When he came back, they followed him. They kept following him, tapping all of his phones. He couldn't even answer no phone at home no more. They made a lot of death threats towards his wife when he wasn't home and everything.
Dang, Perp. That's wild.
One of his close assistants said and confessed to wire bombing his car for him.
What you say?
If you look at the movie, the guy that played Raj and What's Happening, he plays that character.
Oh, I got it on VCR tape. From back in the day. I got that. I most definitely got that on the VCR tape. I sure do. I got that. Wow. Y'all know what? We gotta start thinking.
I've been on top for a while. As I shoot to the moon, fast I make one room. I'm a visionary. I got the new scared. Bought a big paddock with a brand new wrist. It's like new made that coach in the budget. Slide in the road, slide in the front, slide in the rear. We're working on my confidence. Every second I get a lot of it. I don't have a mean that contradict. It's up and so with. Trying to put another cup with. My brother sitting up with me. Use a 10 like that again. I said again. My church caught another body night. I've been training for contest. I'm at the coach. Sliding on the hospital. It's in Miami. I was chilling with a soldier. In the road race, I don't need a low jet. Keep the 45. I had to hold it. Gotta ride with it because I'm chosen. I just put it up on like a land. Plus, I got some must have betted on the photo team. I ain't doing money when I don't need it. So love it, feeling it, don't keep it on top for a while. As I get to the moon, as I make one go. I'm getting nervous. I got the niggas scared. My big paddock with a brand new wrist. It's like new made that coach in the budget. Slide in the road, slide in the left, slide in the rear. We're working on my confidence. Every second I get a lot of it. I don't ever mean that contradict. It's up and so with. See it on my. You talk shit, but they never have no. I've been on top for a while. As I get to the moon, that's how me go. I'm getting nervous. I got the big script. My big paddock with a brand new wrist. It's like new make that coach in the budget. Slide in the road, slide in the front, slide in the rear. Working on my confidence. Every second I get a lot of it. I don't ever mean that contradict. It's up and so with.
So on this Black History, I hope we're taking a lot in consideration. You know, listen, old Perp, you know what I'm saying? See what you're talking about. You know, giving a little knowledge on Black history. Knowledge is powerful. And when you're powerful, that means you got a lot of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Black history, math, and basically anything. You know what I'm talking about? This is what I'm saying. Basically anything. But also, Mr. Malcolm X, he endured a whole bunch of stuff as a young man, you know, and I hate that he had endure a lot of things that was going on.
And he also started an organization called the OAAU, the Organization of African American Unity.
Go ahead on Perp. I see you, boy.
And they would not. They saying that whites could help, but they could not join them. And that was something centered around when the young college lady came up and asked him that she's not racist, is there anything she can do? And he said nothing. And he walked off. But he came back in the book that Alex Haley wrote and said that he wished he wouldn't have did that lady like that.
Yeah, because she wanted to help.
She just wanted to
But
help.
she couldn't help, though.
No, she couldn't.
And see, that was consideration. He was not that he didn't want her help. He also knew that it would endanger her and her family.
Yeah, it's like sparing her. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it was nothing he could do. You know, I guess that's just a part of life back then.
And they say Malcolm X had a 165 IQ, so he had a superb photographic memory also.
Oh, that was a smart man.
So he ate once a day, only slept 4 hours a day.
What? Shut your mouth.
He said if you sleep all the time, you miss what's going on.
You hear me? You hear me say it again?
He said if you sleep all the time, you're going to miss what's going on.
Then there you have it. Y'all heard
time
Perp.
will pass you by.
You hear me? Y'all heard Perp say it right. Y'all heard what he said? Don't y'all miss it?
Another quote he says, don't trust a person without a watch because they careless with time.
Oh, that hit hard, Perp.
And the most famous one of all, a person don't stand for something or fall for anything. These are Malcolm X quotes, y'all. Not mine.
Look out there now. Look out there now, Perp. Look out there now. Well, Perp, we figure it right up out of him. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Just stay conscious of your history and just pay attention to things that's not becoming of people, because sometimes it might be coming of you to pay attention to it.
Is that a true fact?
That's a fact.
And Perp will be having a giveaway for a gift for the first 300 subscribers that is interacting and that's in the chat and that is subscribed to Video Entertainment TV. I'm going to be giving away a gift, you know, and I hope you all will be able to interact and come in and hang out with old Perp, and, you know, and as always, you know, Perp always, you know, never meet strangers, you know what I'm saying? And on that note, I gotta give it a go. I'm tired. I got things I got to do. And now you want to pan out Perp before we get up out of here? Any kind of knowledge, anything.
Knowledge is power. Knowledge itself is much more powerful. Keep that knowledge, y'all. And now have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night. Wherever you may be. But we have people that listen all over the world, y'all.
Sure do. All right, y'all. We out here. As Perp always say, to sit together. How in the hell you gonna love somebody and you don't love yourself? Peace.
Vino Entertainment TV. Please like, share, and subscribe. VINO in these streets. 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 VINO. VINO in these streets. Showing love. Vino in these streets. Vino in these streets. Vino.